When I was between 12 and 15, my parents separated and finally, thankfully, got a divorce. It was rough. But during that time, it was really difficult for me, and my brothers had graduated from high school and gone off to live their lives, and so it was just me living the good life. But it was really difficult for me to deal with the separation, and I have daddy issues probably, and that's why I go to therapy, but that's not why I'm here. So once my mom and I actually moved from the town I was in, because I asked her, please let me go. I later in life realized that I may have been kind of suicidal during that time of transitioning between the divorce and all of that. I was depressed, is what I'm saying. So then, my senior year of high school, one of the kids, my dad had called me and let me know that one of the kids that I grew up with had committed suicide, and it was our senior year. So I was like really devastated by that, and I was like, I gotta do something. And I started like doing some research on the issue, but then I went to college and I forgot about it and lived my college life. So then I ended up moving here to Philly a few years ago, and by a few I mean 9. And it was supposed to be like a 6-month transition, and it's been a long time. But my mom has a theater group and of different people, and this one woman had she had a daughter, and so 2 years ago we got the call that her daughter had also died by suicide. And so at that point, my feelings were really hurt at that point. Like, I just was devastated. Like, why is this an issue? Like, why is life so hard that, like, that's all someone can do? And it made me sad, but it also made me feel like I need to do something. I'm not gonna go another 10 years without actually trying to do something. So I decided to put on a concert, and it was called the Hope Concert. And I did it. I started last January, and last July I had this concert at the Wilma Theater, and it was a really difficult thing to do. A lot of people said no, a lot of people gave their word that they would help and didn't, and it was basically me and my mom really pushing and making this happen. And I was kind of disappointed because I wanted this grandiose idea. I had this grandiose idea of like, there's gonna be a packed out crowd and like people's lives are gonna be saved and we're just gonna like heal the world. And there were like 50 to 100 people that showed up. And so if you're a performer, like, you know that when the crowd, however many people are in the crowd, like if it doesn't look full, it just feels empty. So, I performed, I was a comedian on the stage, and I had some music people, some storytellers you might hear tonight were there. It was a really good concert. And I actually went to my therapist later, and I was like, I'm just disappointed. I'm sad that I didn't accomplish my goal, and you know, I wanted to raise all this money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and I didn't make any of those goals. And my therapist just helped me work through it and understand that I actually did do I met my goal. And there's no way to know how many people's lives may have been affected by this concert and in the future. And there's really no way to know, like, if anybody's life was saved, and who I helped. And I was able to give to the other organization, and it was just me and my mom, like, putting on a concert. So that is really something that I've learned to be proud of for myself, because I actually did, I did do what I set out to do. So, yeah.